Hello students, today we will be seeing how to write a C program to find GCD or HCF of a number. So GCD stands for greatest common divisor and it is also known as HCF or highest common factor. So if you are getting a question on GCD or HCF, the process and logic will be same. So HCF or GCD is nothing but will be given with two numbers. What is the highest number that can divide both the numbers without leaving a reminder? So here I'll take you through an example of two numbers 10 and 20. See, what are the factors of 10? We can say 5, then 2 and 10 itself. 10 itself will be one factor of 10. Okay. Then here 20, we can say 20 itself is a factor. Then 5, then 10, then 2. So these are all the factors of 20. From this you can understand which is the highest number common in these two things. So here 5, 2 and 10 are common, but which is the highest number which is divisible by both these numbers is 10, right? So this is what we will be taking as a GCD of 10 and 20. So GCD is nothing but the largest positive integer that completely divides both the numbers without leaving a remainder. In this example, it is nothing but 10. So here you can see we have different methods to calculate the GCD. What we did now is nothing but the prime factorization. That is, we are factorizing, we are checking whether each number is divisible by the given numbers and we are taking the largest number out of it. Here 54 and 54 and 24 are the two numbers that we want to find the GCD. So we are taking the factors of 54, that is 27 into 2, 18 into 3 and 9 into 6. So we are writing all these numbers 1, so this 1, 2, 3, then 6, 9, 18, 27 and 54. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. So from this 2 we can see till 6 only is the common numbers, right? So from till 6 is the common numbers and among that 6 is the largest number which is divisible by both the numbers. So we will be taking the GCD as 6. So in the first method, we will be taking two inputs from the user N1 and N2. So in the previous example, we have taken 10 and 20, right? Similarly, that same numbers we will be taking, suppose. So here we will traverse linearly in such a way that the numbers that I is less than, say for example, our iteration is starting from 1. I is equal to 1 we are starting, and we will check whether the number is less than the I, that is 1 is less than or equal to num1 or less than or equal to num2. That we will be checking. That is, we always know that the number we are dividing should be less than or equal to that number itself. So that condition we will be checking here, and then we will take another loop, and in that loop we will be checking a condition, and if condition we will be checking where num1 percentage I equal to 0. That is, say for example, if we are taking num1 as 10 percentage from iteration 2 we can take 10 percentage 2, for example 10 percentage 2 is equal to 0 or not, we will check. So if that is true and num2 percentage I, that is 20 percentage 2 is equal to 0. So 2 is our I, and we will be checking whether 2 is divisible by both the numbers, so that it will be one factor. If so, we will be storing this number in the GCD variable that we will explain in the program. Okay, so we will now I hope you understood the logic of finding the GCD, and now we will see with the program. So in this particular program, you can see we are taking two values 18 and 45 in this and finding the GCD. So here we will be initializing GCD to 1. Why? Because the GCD 1 will be a common factor for all the numbers. So for example, if we are taking 3 and 4, we are finding the GCD of 3 and 4. There is no common divisor or common divisor for 3 and 4, and it will be returning the value 1 as the greatest common divisor for 3 and 4. So for that purpose, we'll be initializing the GCD to 1. So here in the for loop, we are checking the condition whether the I value is less than both the numbers. So that value we'll be checking in the for loop, and in the if loop, we are dividing and checking whether the number is divisible by the I. Say for example, here you can see n1 percentage I. So for if your n1 is 10 and n2 is 20, that 10 percentage 1 is equal to 0, they are checking. 20 percentage 1 is equal to 0, they are checking. If it is true, that is both the numbers are 0, means the remainder is 0, that is both the numbers are divisible by 1. If it is 2, so 10 percentage 2 and 20 percentage 2, both are divisible, that the remainder will be 0, that number will be stored here, that is 2 will be stored here. Again it will check for 3. If 3 is equally divisible by both the numbers, 3 will be stored. Then 4, 5, 6, 7 till 10 it will be going, and it will be checking whether it is divisible by both the numbers. So then in the case of 10 and 20, 10 will be the highest number, and in GCD 10 will be stored, and we'll print the value. And the idea is we'll be printing the number, the largest number. So in case of 10 and 20, we can always make sure that the GCD will be always less than or equal to 20, because more than 10, it will be GCD of 10 and 20 will be always less than or equal to 10, because more than 10 there will not be any common divisor for 10, right? All the divisors of 10 will be less than or equal to 10. So here 10 the GCD will be less than or equal to 10. So you can check for the answer whether you are getting an answer which is less than or equal to 10 or not. So if there is a number which is two numbers which is not having any common divisors, then answer will be 1. The GCD will be 1. Okay, I hope you understood the concept. If you have any doubts, you can get back to me. Thank you.